warm welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Global TV News Cycle, live in Nigeria's capital, Abuja. I am Queen Agaba, and we sincerely apologize for bringing you the news minutes late. The federal government has released a total of 4,068 inmates in all the custodial centers across the country in an effort to decongest the custodial centers in the country. Minister of Interior Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, while flagging off payment of fines and compensations for inmates held an account for their inability to pay their fines as penalties for their crimes on Saturday at the Medium Security Custodial Center, Kuje, Abuja. He said the gesture is in line with President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda.
We are already clearing all our inmates with fines of less than 1 million. That's 4,068 people. We're clearing that. And the whole reformatory process of the correctional service has started. We are going to see development in terms of the living condition of our inmates. We're going to see about their rehabilitative processes in terms of infrastructural development, in terms of skill acquisition, and of course in terms of giving them hope, so that they can be rehabilitated and be reformed to be able to contribute their own quota to national development.
President Bola Tinubu, through his media aide, Ajuri Ngalale, on Saturday morning congratulated the government and people of Liberia following the successful conduct of the Liberian presidential election. He enjoined the president-elect, Joseph Boakai, to unite the country and build on the popular support expressed through the ballot box to deliver good governance to the people of Liberia. He also lauded the outgoing president, George Weah, for demonstrating uncommon leadership by conceding the election and averting any form of socio-political crisis. Former President Goodluck Jonathan has lauded the show of statesmanship by Liberian President George Weah in the just concluded presidential election for accepting defeat to opposition leader Joseph Boakai. In his tweet on Saturday titled "Liberia Wins, Democracy Gains," Jonathan said he was pleased with the outcome of the democratic process in Liberia. The former Nigerian leader commended Weah for accepting defeat and congratulating his opponent ahead of the official declaration. He noted that the win and the peaceful election process was a plus for democracy and the West African Regional Bloc, the economic community of West African states. Vice President Kashim Shettima on Saturday launched the Abdul Samad Rabiu Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship at the University of Maiduguri, Borno State. The 1 billion naira center was constructed and donated to the university by the Abdul Samad Rabiu Africa Initiative to accelerate the growth and development of innovation and entrepreneurship among students and researchers. Shettima and Abdul Samad Rabiu were both awardees of honorary doctorate degrees of the university at its 24th combined convocation held on Saturday. The Minister of State for Environment, Isiaq Salako, has emphasized that climate action is pivotal to realizing the 8 presidential priorities outlined by the current administration. Salako stated this on Saturday in Abuja during the launch of the project mapping climate change impact and policies across Nigeria's 36 states. He noted that managing environmental issues and climate change successfully requires full participation from sub-national government and all citizens. The minister noted that climate vulnerabilities differ nationwide based on regional variations, with northern areas experiencing more severe effects like drought and desertification. Salako revealed that the mapping project assessed each state's climate awareness, actions taken, and need to improve climate resilience, as it will help direct resources to the most vulnerable areas requiring urgent interventions. The National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, has said President Bola Tinubu is committed to reforming the Nigerian police force. According to him, apart from the Special Committee on Police Reform constituted by the President during the last National Police Council meeting, the Office of the NSA has agreed with the United Nations Development Programme and the German Embassy for a comprehensive police reform initiative. A statement on Saturday by the Head Strategic Communication Office of the National Security Advisor, Zakari Minjinyawa, said Ribadu stated this during a meeting with the UNDP resident representative, Mohamed Yahaya, and the German ambassador to Nigeria, Annette Gunter. During the meeting, the NSA reiterated President Tinubu's commitment to lead a comprehensive police reform process anchored on trust, human rights, rule of law, and efficient public service. Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Mohammed Ali Pate, says the health of Nigerians was not just a matter of well-being, but also a fundamental human right. Ali Pate made this known at the 64th session of the National Council on Health in Ado of the vision for a healthier and more prosperous nation and a strategic advantage for Nigeria as a nation, adding that though great progress had been made over the years, the pace has not been commensurate with the investment and the complexities of the country's health system. According to him, the federal government is putting in place necessary structure and framework to effectively and efficiently address the wider determinants of health. Pate said effective governance is the bedrock upon which UHC stands. Bayes University Abuja has again graduated another set of graduates at a colorful ceremony which took place at the university's premises. The 613 students who came from various departments of the institutions were seen celebrating with their parents and friends. Agbo Clinton, who was at the Bayes University, now completes the story.
The 10th convocation ceremony of Bayes University had a total of 613 graduates from different faculties of the institution. The best overall graduated with first class was Maureen Ikeji Sharon Adebajo, who studied law, scored 3.81 GPA. The founder and pro-chancellor of Bayes University, Senator Yusuf Datti Baba Ahmed, said, with the caliber of students from Bayes University, Nigeria has taken the lead in education globally.
Nigeria is capable of achieving great objectives. Bayes is very fast on the track of being internationally, that's globally recognized. Right now we're recognized in Africa. Bayes has established the biggest private hospital by built area in Africa. Our graduates and our graduates have consistently scored distinction degrees in the UK, a country that is known to have a hallmark of educational quality globally. So we have been able to establish that Nigeria can be a global player once again.
The acting vice-chancellor of Bayes University, Professor Catherine Ebelechukwu Okafor-San, said the school will consolidate on its past record to continue to maintain standard.
Capacity is what gives you ability. So rather than if you have one person and you capacitate the person, it can do 50. So we are all consolidated towards building a new paradigm in education.
Aisha Babangida, the daughter of the former head of state who stood in for her late mother, says education is a vital tool for every woman.
Women, we need to educate ourselves. We need to get informed about what is available to us and for us. And then we also need to rally together and support each other and love each other.
Aisha Babangida also said she will continue to improve on the legacy left behind by her late mother.
What will guide me in my own path as well. So the Legacies, the Better Life program for the African Roma is still there. I'm running it, and I've been running it since she passed away. So we're enhancing the programs by turning it into probably agri project based, because we notice all the women that we support in the communities are farmers. So how do we now upscale them production, processing, packaging, access to market, access to finance. So that's what we're doing.
The convocation ceremony also witnessed the honorary award of Doctors of Science conferred on late Hajia Mariam Babangida and degree of Doctor of Letters conferred on late Justice Muhammad Bello. Ms. Juan Ebuta, graduate from the Law Department of Base University, expressed appreciation to God and family members.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all the sacrifices you made. Thank you for the support, for the emotional support, financial support, physical support. Sometimes my mom would call me for hours just to calm me down because I was worried about a test. So my dad would tell me that I should hold my head high. That's my name. My name is Moreni Kechi. And just thank you. And even my brother, who constantly helped me. He helped me find textbooks, cases. So thank you.
Well-wishers, friends, and family members all stormed the colorful event of the 10th convocation ceremony of Base University. Agbo Clinton reporting for Global TV.
Suspected gunmen yesterday attacked the Usmanu Danfodio University community, Sokoto, reportedly shot and killed one person, leaving others in critical condition. According to eyewitness accounts, the suspected gunmen, who were in numbers, stormed the Dundayen Bakin Gobi village, 600 meters away from the university main campus, shooting sporadically, which made communities within and outside institutions to scamper for safety. According to eyewitness report, the gunmen stunned the village youth. Youths in the community resisted and confronted the gunmen, which forced the attackers to open fire, killing one and leaving several others with gunshot wounds. And in Bayelsa State, the police in Bayelsa have nabbed one of the suspected killers of SP Bako Angbashem, former divisional police officer of Ahoada Division in Rivers. The police spokesman in Bayelsa, CSP Azenim Butswat, stated on Saturday that the suspect, Onyekachi Ikowa, the second in command to Tubaba, leader of the dreaded Icelander cult group in Rivers, was arrested on November 18th. Based on intelligence reports, Ikowa was hibernating in Yenogwa after the callous murder of the late SP Angbashem in September. Commissioner of Police in Bayelsa, Mr. Francis Idu, charged that he be fished out. The senior special assistant to the president on school feeding, Yetunde Adeniji, has disclosed that the federal government plans to feed 100,000 displaced children in the north. Adeniji revealed the plan when her delegation sought the support of the Nasarawa State Governor, Abdullahi Sule, and the Emir of Borgu Kingdom, Mohammed Dantoro, to help facilitate the program during a familiarization tour. The presidential aide said the FG plans to start with 5,000 of the displaced kids for the first phase of the feeding initiative, with the hope of increasing the number to 100,000 subsequently. This was disclosed in a statement issued in Abuja on Saturday by her media team. The General Officer Commanding 3 Division Nigerian Army, Major General A.E. Abubakar, has pledged to ensure the security and safety of National Youth Service Corps members serving in Plateau State. Speaking during a visit to the NYSC orientation camp in Jos this week, Abubakar outlined efforts by his command and the military's Operation Safe Haven to maintain peace in Plateau, as contained in a statement released on Saturday via the Nigerian Army's X account. Abubakar urged the Corps members to remain vigilant and provide security agencies useful information to apprehend suspicious persons. He advised them to shun social vices and be law-abiding. The senior commander warned that there will be no hiding place for criminals, as Operation Safe Haven troops are committed to hunting them down. The Kogi State Police Command has said that the arrest of the Kogi State governorship candidate of the Action Alliance, Olayinka Brimo, during the off-cycle governorship election in the state was not in connection with any electoral offense. The command stated that Brimo was arrested by the police because of his disregard for restriction orders. These followed reports that the governorship candidate and some of his aides were arrested in the Kababunu local government area of the state for allegedly having in their possession some campaign materials which were kept in his vehicle. The spokesperson for the police command, William Aya, clarified that Brimo and his aides' arrest was not related to the rumored offense as reported by other media, saying it was based on the violation of the order on the restriction of movement on the election day. The Federal Road Safety Corps has urged road users to prioritize safety as they ply the road before, during, and after the Yuletide. The Delta State FRSC Sector Commander, Basi Eshed, gave the advice during a visit to road crash victims at the Federal Medical Center, Asaba, on Saturday. Eshed described road traffic crashes and fatalities as a public health crisis that requires urgent, concise, and dedicated actions. He called on government, stakeholders, and the public to uplift proven strategies, such as redesigning dangerous roads, enforcing speed limits, and improving vehicle designs and all components to make the roads safe for users. You're watching Global TV News Cycle, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. When the news cycle returns, Customs hand over seized fake $10,000 to EFCC. The news continues shortly with details of this story and other stories right after the break. Please stay with us. Welcome back. This is Global Television bringing you live broadcast of the news cycle from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. On the foreign scene, SpaceX on Saturday carried out the second test launch of Starship, the largest rocket ever built that Elon Musk hopes will one day colonize Mars, while NASA awaits a modified version of land humans on the moon. It comes after a first attempt to fly the spaceship in its fully stacked configuration back in April ended in a spectacular explosion over the Gulf of Mexico. The death toll from a strong earthquake off the southern Philippines rose to 7 on Saturday, while rescuers also searched for 2 people found buried beneath a landslide. The 6.7 magnitude quake that struck the Mindanao region mid-afternoon on Friday caused part of a shopping mall ceiling to collapse, triggered power cuts, and sent people fleeing into the streets. The quake damaged 60 houses in 4 provinces as well as 32 roads and bridges in the region. Quakes are frequent in the Philippines, which sits along the Pacific Ring of Fire, an arc of intense seismic as well as volcanic activity that stretches from Japan through Southeast Asia and across the Pacific Basin. Indian rescuers has warned that it could take another 2 days of clearing rubble before they can reach 40 workers who have been trapped in a collapsed tunnel for nearly a week. Excavators have been removing debris since Sunday morning to create an escape route for the workers after a portion of the tunnel they were building collapsed in the Himalayan state of Uttarakhand. Rescue efforts have been slowed by debris that has continued to fall as workers labor to clear the tunnel. Engineers are trying to drive a steel pipe about 90 centimeters wide through the debris, wide enough for the trapped men to squeeze through. As at Thursday night, only 18 meters of the pipe had been inserted into the debris with the help of the new machine. Rescuers have been communicating with the trapped men using radios. Food, water, oxygen, and medicine have also been sent to the trapped workers via a 6-inch wide pipe. Now let's talk business. The Nigerian naira appreciated massively against the dollar on Friday, closing at 791.75 naira to a dollar at the official market. The naira's gain has come as a relief to many experts who had expected the Central Bank of Nigeria's recent move to clear some of its FX backlog to boost confidence in the currency. The domestic currency appreciated 6.24% to close at 791.75 naira to a dollar at the close of business on Friday. Data from the NAFEM, where Forex is officially traded, showed this. However, the naira weakened marginally at the parallel Forex markets, where Forex is sold unofficially. The exchange rate depreciated by 0.26%, quoted at 1,140 naira to a dollar, while peer-to-peer traders quoted around 1,130.60 naira to a dollar. The Nigerian Customs Service, Murtala Mohammed International Airport Command, said it has handed over seized fake $10,000 to officials of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Announcing this in a statement on Saturday, the command's public relations officer, Juliana Tomo, said a 41-year-old suspect, Ifeanyi Ugbo, was arrested in connection with the seizure. She said that the suspect, who was heading to Brazil, contravened the Money Laundering Act of Nigeria. Tomo said the command made this seizure less than 2 months after a new customs area controller, Charles Obi, was redeployed from Abia Imo Area Command to MMIA. Now to sports, the Super Eagles squad arrived in Kigali, Rwanda on Saturday for their 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying fixture against Warriors of Zimbabwe on Sunday. The delegation of players and officials traveled to East Africa aboard a chartered aircraft that departed from the Victor Atta International Airport Friday night and is expected to touch down in Kigali at dawn before a 2-hour road trip to Butare, the city where the match venue is located. Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen made the final 10-man shortlist for the men's categories of the 2023 CAF Player of the Year award. The 24-year-old is considered to be a top contender for the award following his 8th place finish at the recent 2023 Ballon d'Or award in October in Paris, France. According to CAF release, the ultimate winner of each category will be decided after votes from a voting panel consisting of CAF Technical Committee, media professionals, head coaches and captains of member associations and clubs involved in the group stages of the interclub competitions. The award ceremony is scheduled for December 11 at the Palais des Congrès, Marrakech, Morocco. Super Eagles goalkeeper Maduka Okoye pulled out the 2026 World Cup qualifiers against Lesotho and Zimbabwe due to issues with his international passport. Sharon Ajay, our sports correspondent, has details and more.
Okoye was initially listed in Osei Pasairo's 23-man squad but was replaced by Bendel Insurance goalie Amas Obasogi on Monday. Speaking with journalists prior to Nigeria's game against Lesotho at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium, Pasairo said the Udinese keeper had issues with his passport and had to resolve on time ahead of future international engagements. The passport issue would have affected his travel to Nigeria and also his identification for the World Cup qualifying games against Lesotho and Zimbabwe. Meanwhile, Super Eagles head coach Osei Pasairo has dismissed the suggestion he may be sacked by the Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) after Nigerians 1-1 draw with Lesotho in the 2026 World Cup qualifier opener in Uyo. Speaking during his post-match press conference, Pasairo was asked if the NFF should decide to terminate his contract based on the results. Also, Pasairo expressed disappointment over the suggestion, and he also expressed displeasure over the result and the performance, saying his team tried but couldn't get to the maximum point. However, Lesotho stayed behind all through for 90 minutes. They only came forward 2 and 3 times. Sharon Ajay reporting for Global TV News.
And that's it on Global TV News Cycle. Don't forget, we're on StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. I am Queen Agaba. Thank you for watching.